Hey everyone, just got back from Princess Auto. We just bought a towable backhoe. Yeah, so we're here unloading it now. Yeah, I've attached a scale. I've got a little crane attached to the ceiling, so I the most I can lift with it is about 300 pounds, maybe 350 or so. So here we're actually lifting it up and taking it out of the trailer. It comes in a crate. Everything is pretty well separate. The boom arm and the bucket, but this section here is the main section. So yeah, so we're just unloading it here from the trailer, and yeah. Yeah, so we bought this little backhoe to do some small work around the yard. Now, it's just a little backhoe, so it's certainly not going to, do what a full sized backhoe can do. But I need to move some trees, and I need to move a small amount of soil, and so on. So yeah, so that's what I've basically purchased it for, and yeah, we'll see. We'll certainly see how it goes. It it looks to be pretty hefty. It's got some pretty thick steel. I've done some YouTube, or I searched some YouTube videos on towable backhoes and so on, and it actually seems like the one from Princess Auto looks like the uh, Jansen or Kelfrey. It actually looks very similar to those units. So we'll see how it goes, but I think it's fairly well made. It has a Chinese clone of a Honda, and which I think people give those engines a pretty good name. But once again, it's cheaply made, so there's going to be some issues with it, but we can certainly figure those out over the coming days and so on. So
Hey guys, excuse me. I just bought one of those Princess Auto towable excavators. Just it's a Chinese-made rig that I'm seeing. It looks to be pretty good. Not too bad. But here's some things that I've noticed. Pins. Notice some pins. So what I've been doing is basically drill a hole partway through the pin, put in a grease fitting, and then drill some holes so the grease can go out through. But if you look here, these are extremely sloppy. So what I've been doing is I've just started putting in, check here. So I've made some sleeves just to put in there, just to make it somewhat tighter. Maybe, as you can see, now they go in there nice and tight. They're not too tight, but not bad. So I'm going to try doing that on all the pins. So just bear with me here. So these pins here are not lubricated. And the bosses, there's no, so I'm planning on putting grease fittings in through here as well. grease fittings, so these here get greased through there. Now, they do have them here and there, but with grooves on the shafts, but I want to have some extra grease on these bosses. I wish that when this was manufactured, that it had been a little bit tighter. But that's what we're planning on fixing. Yeah, so I'm back again. Let's put some grease fittings in this thing. So I measured the other boss, and it's about 1 inch, which is fine, but the pin is actually 970. So that's a 30 thou difference. And then but the boss on the cylinder is 1 inch and 40 thou. So that's a 70 thou. So I got to close some of that up, or at least I think that I do. Oh, I hate grease. Okay, let's put a center drill in this thing. So I'm going to put a 1/8 pipe grease nipple in the end there. I don't need a very big drill to get the grease down through the. It's just a bit of a deep hole, so it takes a while to get it through there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to drill 3 holes where the contact points are on the cylinder itself, so that the grease can flow out there. So you'll see I still got to put the or thread and put in that grease fitting. So yeah. Now it's down in the other hole. This is a 1/8 pipe tap. This is a tapered tap. Get it straight, relatively straight. It's tighter as it goes down because it's a tapered tap. You don't get a ton of treads on here. I'm going to call that it. Oh yeah, there's enough treads here. Back in a second, I'm going to blow those treads out. So let's put the fitting in. And that'll do it. Okay, I might make a couple of bushings now. They're right there. I will be back shortly. Yeah, so I'm still putting bushings in here, and I'm actually putting grease nipple. I'm actually drilling a hole down through this pin, just the smallest holes that I can get through there, and then putting some holes that will actually grease the proper area. Like right here, for example, I have one here. It greases, as you can see. You can see the grease coming out. Yep. And I've got this one done. This one here already came with a grease. Another one here, that one. As you can see, there's grease coming through. This one here, I actually ran out of grease. And this one. So I've got two more to do. And then I've got to deal with the bucket. I've got to put some, I think I'm put some fittings in here actually. Here and over here. So I've actually tried to lift this thing up. This thing is heavy, man. There's about 500 pounds there. So I won't go with my crane that's actually attached to the roof truss. I won't go any more than about 400 pounds. So I got to be really careful with this thing. So I use my scale. I have a scale here. I use this scale just to make sure that I don't go too heavy, because that winch is actually 1,500 pounds. Yeah, I don't want to bring the roof down on me. So yeah, so next step is to continue on making bushings for this thing. So here we go.
Hey, if you find these videos helpful, a subscribe and a like would be appreciated. I plan on continuing to make some more videos on the assembly and mods right out of the gate before I even start the thing. So, yeah, keep tuned.